Hi and happy Friday. As happy of a Friday, of course, as you could have, but maybe staying in and staying warm due to some inclement weather might have made it a happy Friday for you. Glad to have you with me tonight. It's one of the last weekends before Christmas, one of the last couple, and it's still going to be a brutally cold one at that. We're still, last night, the spread, if you will, between our highest high and our lowest high temperature for the entire 7-day was pretty significant, and it's even widened tonight because Sunday's daytime high has dropped a couple of degrees. So there's some interesting numbers to throw at you there. On top of the about 3 inches of snowfall, pretty healthy 3 inches of snowfall that was gone rather quickly on the roads, thanks to a lot of road crews working during the overnight, late night, last night, and overnight and early morning to keep us traveling safe and sound. And as a result, I have no accidents to report to you on this evening in the viewing area that I'm aware of at all, so that is certainly good news, and we thank them for all of their hard work and dedication. Roads did clear rather quickly. On that note, we made a call this morning to not open Henry's Hot Dog Company. One, to be honest, that I did regret a little later in the day after receiving a lot of messages wondering if we were going to be open. So thank you for that. My apologies for that. We're still learning, to be honest with you, and there are going to be some winter days that we're just not going to be able to open, but our intentions are to be open each and every day that we can at Henry's Hot Dog Company. It's going to be some slow days, of course, through the winter, but then we're already looking very forward to when the weather breaks and we get really into the swing of things, as we just started to, of course, shortly after we opened before the winter came. Not the best of timing, but sometimes things just are what they are. Nevertheless, thank you for those who expressed interest and a little bit of disappointment that we weren't open today. We are going to be open tomorrow, and Sunday is still yet to be determined because we have a newly adjusted high of 15 degrees, and we'll talk more about that in just a few moments. I also wish to, before I get to your headlines in just a few seconds, thank the Crumbs, who I met over in Paintsville today. I had to make run a few errands today, and a lot of different directions, and in Paintsville I met the Crumbs, Mrs. Crumb, who has been both watched the show, and I think the Mr. Crumb is going to be a future fan of Henry's Hot Dog Company, from what I understand. If we can persuade him, and I think that will be pretty easily done. He is a hot dog fan, and I got to meet them both, and thank you all for stopping and saying hi earlier today. So with that said, stay tuned. We're going straight to headlines straight after these messages. One name, one call, one ultimate solution to your heating and cooling, sales, 24-hour service, and installation for home, commercial, boilers, chillers, and VRF systems. With over 15 years of experience and now based right here in the viewing area, Ultimate Air, 496-6651.
Youth.
Experience.
Modern solutions to modern problems.
Proven solutions to legal problems.
An emerging face in the courtroom.
A known presence in the courtroom.
Together, we are multifaceted.
Together, we will do right by you.
If you are having any legal issues at all, just relax and call Max.
If a car wreck is causing you pain, just pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne.
I wonder, could this be our last trip together? What if I upset him? He might never call again. But what if I don't say anything?
Hey, Dad. Is something wrong?
Actually, are you okay?
If someone you know or love is struggling, contact Big Sandy Healthcare today.
Buffalo for me, bonsai for you.
Not a sauce guy.
Famous last words.
Not a napkin guy either.
Try new Famous Sauce with Lee's Saucy Sampler. Only at Lee's. Famous for a reason.
It's their favorite time of the year at the seasonal shop. Their 25 days of Christmas daily deals at the seasonal shop in Sagersville, where every day, each and every day, all the way through close at Christmas Eve, it's a different deal. From hair accessories one day, to brewmates, to jewelry, to candles, to UK Wildcat gear and apparel, it's a different and new deal every day. And all this week, it's 30% off all Christmas decor at the seasonal shop. And make sure when you come to downtown, you venture on over to Fraser's Prater Drugstore, where another unique Christmas gift and snacking opportunity awaits. Fraser's Prater Drugstore and the seasonal shop. 2 holiday stops you have to make in Sagersville.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
I'll be right back. From vintage to true antiques over 100 years old, if you're looking for a gift for that impossible to buy for a person or something collectible or neat for yourself, it's behind the Blue Door in Sayersville. Blue Door Antiques has acquired several local and area collections and put together one of the most unique opportunities you're going to find. Canisters from the old Royalton General Store to prints by Paul Sawyer and other Kentucky artists, crystal, carnival glass, handmade, one-of-a-kind furniture pieces, and so much more. Come in, look around, make an offer at Blue Door Antiques in the old Bella Joe's building here in Sayersville on 114. We'll give them a call anytime, 477-1188 or 226-7334. They're open Monday through Saturday through the holidays, 10 till 4, or by appointment if you want to call anytime. It wasn't long after I left you last night, after the end of the early show, that the Sayersville Fire Department, along with mutual aid by a host of departments, all responded to a business fire here in Sayersville. The business completely destroyed as a result. After a number of motorists started to call 911 reporting of departments, all responded to a business fire here in Sayersville. The business completely destroyed as a result. After a number of motorists started to call 911 reporting flames coming from the building on Route 114. It's an all-steel or metal structure that has stood on 114 at this location for decades and decades. Most recently, the M&R Exhaust Shop, where they do exhaust and other automotive work. And it was there that the owner told the Sayersville Fire Chief, Paul Howard, after the situation was contained last night, that he had not been gone but maybe more than 20 minutes or so last night before receiving a call that his business was on fire. Several motorists calling McGoffin 911, alerting them to flames. And what you see here is pretty much what the fire department saw upon arrival, as I came in just about the same time as did they. The flames had completely engulfed the building. Fire Chief Paul Howard, who I just got off the phone with a few moments ago, says that based on the fact that the roof of the middle of the structure had already caved in prior to or around their arrival, they would believe that that would be the area of the building that it may have started. But other than that, it is still yet to be determined. It was a very hot fire, a lot of fuel from various different types, automotive parts, cars, vehicles, tools, things of that nature, all of which were completely destroyed as a result of the blaze. Responding was not just the Sayersville Fire Department, but that of the Middle Creek Fire Department, the Middle Fork Fire Department, North McGoffin, and District 3 Fire Departments, all to supply mutual aid and water. While the building was a complete loss, several of the owners and or customers' vehicles did receive damage, which were parked close to the structure via just the intense heat. There was no damage that I know of sustained by at least the nearby structure to the right of the building. In keeping up with the Amber Spradlin trial and case, as I told you during show just days ago, after the most recent court proceeding, there had been a request following that made for another bond reduction and for home incarceration to be lifted for 2 of the defendants. All 3 of those motions were taken into consideration by the special judge in the case, who handed down a decision on all 3 counts today. Not necessarily all 3 counts, but all 3 motions. Nevertheless, all 3 men are charged with 8 counts of tampering with physical evidence for trying to cover up the murder, while M.K. McKinney, son of Dr. Mike McKinney, is, of course, the one facing murder for the death of Amber Spradlin. As for defendants Mike McKinney and Josh Mullins, who are both out on bond, they had requested to have their home incarceration lifted, saying that it was impeding the process of their defense. Judge Eddie Coleman, however, without explaining his decision, said that that motion on behalf of both Mike McKinney and Josh Mullins was denied. There was also another motion to again lower the bond further for M.K. McKinney. His initial bond was $5 million in the case. Just a couple of weeks ago, it was reduced to $1 million in property and $500,000 cash, which equates to a total property valuation of $2 million plus the $500,000 in cash. His attorney saying that still was not attainable to be posted as the law dictates, and taking that into consideration, his bond was again reduced to $500,000 in property, which again means that $1 million in property valuation must be put up, and $450,000 in cash, meaning $950,000, counting the $500,000 in property valuation. Not just trafficking in a controlled substance, but aggravated trafficking in a controlled substance. Those are the charges levied against a 66-year-old viewing area woman after a search warrant was executed at her home last night. Due to the quantity and the kind of drugs that authorities seized last night, aggravated trafficking in the first degree for heroin and aggravated trafficking in controlled substance in the first degree for fentanyl and possession of drug paraphernalia. Those are the charges that the Louisa Police Department have filed against Rita Faye Napier, 66, of Louisa, whose home sits just outside the city limits. Executing a search warrant last night on a continuing investigation, police seized over 100 grams of what they believe is heroin and over 20 grams of what they believe is fentanyl, along with digital scales, multiple small plastic baggies for resale, and another number of items that were all sent for examination and analysis in Frankfort. She was lodged in the Big County Regional Detention Center, where she still was at last update. I have a couple of birthdays to start tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau calendar in just a few moments, and of course that will be a prelude to tonight's forecast, which we're still looking at some very cold, dangerously cold temperatures, certainly Sunday and Sunday night. I'll be right back. SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Salyersville National. As cold and flu season approaches, there's another respiratory illness you should watch for: pneumonia. Like the flu, pneumonia can cause serious health risks and be life-threatening. If you have any questions about how to keep yourself and your loved ones safe and healthy, need over-the-counter relief for any symptoms, or want to keep your immune system at its best, stop by Parkway Pharmacy in Salyersville.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County School.
For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER. Welcome to the best sales, the best service, and the best selection in the viewing area and Eastern Kentucky. It's Conley Tire in Staffordsville, where they have big specials on big name brands every month. And as always, brake jobs, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and 6 months no interest. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and conleytire.net.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
It's McGoffin Farm Bureau Community Calendar time. And before we talk about some birthdays and other announcements, one last reminder tonight is it's been almost a week now that the family has been looking for their lost pet, Pepper, who was last seen in the right-hand fork of Oakley area. I think it was this past Saturday. And if you have seen Pepper or anything that looks like Pepper out there wandering around, please call 859-207-8472. 859-207-8472. Now, it's birthday time on the calendar, and I've got two tonight. Let's begin with a happy 31st birthday to Renee Horton from your mom, Zonya Francis, and a whole long list of family who wanted to wish you the very best of happy 31st birthdays. Happy birthday, Renee Horton. Happy birthday to you. And a happy second birthday going out to Ryder Dawson. Mom, Dad, Mama, Papa, and a whole lot of family as well. Wishing Ryder Dawson a very happy second birthday. I like wishing birthdays. Best part of this job, perhaps. Candy cane lane open, but it won't be for long because Christmas is coming, kids. Christmas is coming. Look for Santa's mailbox at the end of the lane. Get that letter there if you haven't already, and make sure you put a return address on it because time is running out to get Santa's letter back to you. Water into wine, they'll be distributing Wednesday for their regular commodity day, the last of the month, and senior commodity day this Thursday coming, 9 to 11, both days. When you've got a calendar, which also includes birthday or anniversary wishes, this is exactly how you get them on the show. I'll be right back.
90s Mixtape Live. Motown Philly's back again. Well, it's love that I need. Oops, I did it again. Rock your body, yeah. Party now, and I will always love you. Mixtape Live.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love.
All right, we almost hit 35 degrees in downtown Sagersville earlier today as we take a look at your Licking Valley 7-day. Oh, it was cold. It was snowy, we all know, right? 2-3 inches of snowfall, big heavy white snow that didn't last very long. And if you liked it, there's more, and if you didn't, I'm sorry, there's still more. Mostly cloudy tonight. Calm winds, I'm glad to report as well. And 27 degrees. That pretty much sums up the rest of your evening. Snow is not over, though. Tomorrow we do get a break. You might get a few things done. Anything you haven't winterized as of yet, I'm speaking to myself in that sentiment. 39, mostly cloudy tomorrow. Get it done. Get it done because the bottom drops tomorrow night and into your Sunday. So we've got another round of snow, the second of 2 storm systems coming at us. Tomorrow night doesn't give us as much snow as what we just had. I think there's a chance of snow tomorrow night, maybe late around midnight or 1 or so. Temperatures are going to go from 39 to 12 tomorrow night, and we might pick up maybe another inch. Whatever we do pick up, it's going to stay on the ground for a few days because, look, 12 degrees tomorrow night, maybe an inch of snow, and we hit 15 is our new estimate for your Sunday. With maybe a few flurries and some winds that will make wind chills during the day feel like 4 degrees, which is going to be the real temperature Sunday night. That's brutal. Monday, 32 and sunny. Thank goodness the sun returns, as it does again Tuesday, and we see 41 degrees. And then, look what's around the corner. Yeah, it's going to be cloudy, and there's going to be some good rain chances, but Wednesday, 50, Thursday, 55, back down to 49 Friday with a little sun returning. But that means, again, that our highs, our highest and our lowest high for the 7-day is 55 and 15, a difference of 40 degrees. Our highest and lowest low for the 7-day is 40 and 4, a difference of 36 degrees. That has Kentucky weather written all over it. That's a wrap for tonight and for this week. Enjoy your weekend as much as possible. That's always a good sentiment to bestow. But please make sure that you've taken all preparations that you need in regards to those people, those pets, and those pipes that need to be tended to before the brutally cold weather arrives Sunday. It's going to be a tough one. Regardless, I hope to see you back here safe and sound and warm on Monday's show. Again, counting down the days till Christmas. Good night, good weekend, and thank you for being a part of the show.